Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video, and in today's video we're going over all of the new map changes added in today's update. First off, we're going to get straight into this as always and start over by the canyon, because inside of here we have a brand new POI change, which is actually a really significant map change compared to what you would actually expect. So the first thing you can see here is there's no blimp here anymore. The blimp has officially gone into the water now, which is over on this side of the map, and it's crashed in. Again, you can only get 1 or 2 chests from here. It's not really a spot you're probably going to land at, but it's kind of cool to see that the blimp has now gone into the water. And this is the second of the blimps to go into the water, and all of them will probably be in the water by the end of the season. This one actually has some better loot on than the previous blimp, which is kind of neat if you like landing at these broken blimps, but you can't go inside of them, and we already tried exploring that in the last map change video. So sadly, that's the blimp gone from the canyon, but that's okay because the canyon now has been changed entirely. The canyon's got a lot of changes to it. Let's explore what it's got storyline wise, map change wise, and see how the 7 have actually set up their outpost in here. So first off, you can arrive at Kondo. You can see welcome to Kondo Canyon, and you can see inside of here we have the cars tipped over at the front used as barricades, and lots of barricades to prevent any tanks from sieging obviously the Kondo Canyon area, which is nice. You've got the 7 containers scattered around, a bunch of vehicles and stuff that's standard always here at Kondo, and obviously the holiday resort is still intact. And then on this side over here you can see down the road there's lots of sandbags down here, lots of cool stuff, and over here you'll now find Balbros inside of this building here. So if you come and visit over here, this is where he's located. His NPC spot has moved from his original hiding spot, which was in this hotel in this back room over here. So that's a little map change, kind of like an NPC spawn location change, I guess. Keep on moving through though. We've got a lot of other stuff inside of here. You can see all the containers and stuff, more sandbags. You can check this out for yourselves as you do come and visit. We've got the ghost flag, which basically confirms that the 7 is part of Ghost. We talked about that in the last video. Let me know in the comments what you guys actually think of that. It'd be interesting to see. Do you think this is just a mistake by Fortnite, or do you think it is on purpose that the 7 is part of Ghost? I hope it is, and I hope it isn't a mistake, because it would make the storyline more interesting if that is the correct answer, but who knows. Also, you can see more barricades around here, and even the 7 sentries are now deployed here. Again, you can eliminate these if you would like to eliminate them, if you want to as well, for their loot. You don't have to be friendly to them, but they won't attack you, so you don't need to worry about that too much. There is also a new shotgun in this update, which I will show you guys in a sec. I just saw it on the floor loot just to remind me there. I'll show you guys it towards the end of the video, the new weapon, but this is what we have as the main core map change. So let's move out of here. You can check it out for yourselves when you do land in here. I highly recommend it. It's really cool. Let me show you guys some more Easter egg related map changes which have been added in. As always, if you are new around here, do tap that subscribe button. We do daily map changes as they happen on the map, and so much more as well here on the channel. So thank you so much anyone considering to do that. And the next little map change, you can see we're already at it, is going to be the stone people. You got the woman here and obviously the kid. They're having a big hug, which is pretty cool, and the man, which is over here, he's just kind of like picking out the dog out of the sand. So that's the map changes here on the stone people. Again, nothing too major for these. The stones definitely look a bit strange as well. We talked about this in the past. I'm not a huge fan of how the designs of the stones actually look, but I guess that's what we've got to deal with, and that's what we've been given for them, so we're just going to have to stick with that. It's definitely not as nice as the original Chapter 1 Stone People. I think the textures look a bit strange in this Chapter 3, but I feel like that might be something to do with the Unreal Engine 5. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the textures of the stones. They definitely look a little bit more glossy than the original stones. They're pretty cool, but I did prefer the Chapter 1 design of that, but obviously they've changed it, which is okay. It's okay. Okay, next little map change we've got is on these containers over here. Again, more containers being added up here. Very random. This rock is just basically container paradise. I don't know what's going on up here, but yes, they love adding new tires, new pieces, new chests, and new just little things and additional changes to this rock. So keep your eyes peeled for it. We expect this to get bigger and bigger throughout the season. It's kind of a little Easter egg they're doing, like the little storyline of the rock this season. It's kind of funny, the rock. We'll keep an eye on it though as we do progress through that. Also, the next little map change I've got for you guys is one of the buildings on the outskirts and about one of the IO little facility bases, which was located here, has officially been destroyed and taken down by the 7. They've left a few of their little outposts around here. You got a few containers and obviously walls, so this is where that was located. I really do like these. Some of these little barricades are really cool. We don't actually have these in creative yet. We do have these, but we don't have this, so please, hopefully we get them. Some of the 7 props are amazing in this battle which is taking place. And finally, the little map change I want to show you guys before we jump into some weapon gameplay of the new items and stuff. I want to show you guys the little map change which is over at the crossroads. This one additionally has been happening over time, and we have covered this, or related stuff to it in the past, but I thought I'd just show it again because it's kind of a cool one and one that you guys should keep note of. And that's this little lamppost over here, which has actually got 3 cars now crashed at it, which is just must be some glitch spot or some sort of reference that Epic are doing over here that happened with a few people that glitched underneath the map with cars or something. I've seen that with a few other different areas this season. This may be one of them at the crossroads. So 3 cars have been added in there now, which is kind of cool. Little Easter egg for you guys if you want to know about that one. Other than that, that's all the core map changes. Let's jump in and show you guys some of the gameplay of the new shotgun and give that a little run and see what we... So moving on to our next map change, we have the brand new shotgun added in today's update. This is a super awesome weapon. It's brand new. It's the Ranger shotgun, and this weapon itself is pretty powerful. It's a long range shotgun. I'm showing you guys some gameplay of Toybox, so if you guys want to try it out on Toybox and get some practice with it, the code is on screen. There's also a bunch of new changes to Toybox, which I'll show you guys in a second. But here's the shotgun gameplay. You can see dealing about 125 damage. It can do more of the legendary variant if you do hit all the shells. It's okay at range. It's good at like medium range. You can see it does 134.1, the max amount of damage it can do to the body, and if I get a headshot it might be able to do a little bit more, but I don't think the multiplier is too much on this weapon. See if I can just hit the head there. 145. So yeah, the headshot's not going to be mega. It might be a little bit more if you get a really close up shot. You can see you got a 167 there. So it's not going to one shot people to the head like the pump, but it's going to be a pretty powerful shotgun at range, and it's definitely worth trying out. So give it a go guys on Toybox with the code on screen if you want to try the legendary variant out. Also, don't forget to open this door over here in Toybox because I've now added some tanks in. I've temporarily removed the helicopters just because we don't have enough memory on the map for every single vehicle in the game. Unfortunately, with tanks now taking up 10,000 memory in creative, we can't have both tanks or helicopters, or we have to pick between tanks, helicopters, and UFOs basically. So we're going to try tanks out this week, see what you guys think. I have set them on a 5-limit spawn timer, so if one does get destroyed, they're not spawning back straight away because they might be a little bit too overpowered, but we'll see how people's feedback is on that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of putting tanks into Toybox. And finally, for those that don't already know, over at the Coney Crossroads, there's now a battle going on between the 7 sentries and the IO guards. You can pop in here, fight the battle with yourself, and just join in the fight and see what's going to happen, and get the victory for the 7 team if you want to push through Coney Crossroads. Even if you don't do it, at the end of the day, it's going to happen anyway. By this time next week, there will be a mini update in game, which does allow Coney to actually be taken over by the 7. So, unfortunately, the IO are never going to win. You can't actually make the IO win. So if you are Team IO, sadly, you're not going to be getting any wins here. It's just always going to be the 7 from what we know. So it's kind of cool, but you can see advancing through, and obviously you can push through this POI nicely and just take out the different stages. This has been in since, I've guessed, the start of the first update. Well, since the first update, wasn't it? It was happening over at the daily, and now it's happening here. It happened at Condo last week, and it's just going to keep changing every single week to different POIs, I guess. And the next one will probably be here, and then maybe Tilted or somewhere nearby. It'll just kind of advance its way through as all the blimps do sink into the ocean, or I don't know where this one's going to go. Do you reckon this one's going to go all the way to the ocean? I feel like it might go to the lake by Tilted, or maybe even on the ground. It'd be nice to actually have one of the blimps hit the ground rather than just them go in the ocean every time. So we'll have to wait and see what Epic actually do with the blimps. I'm actually quite excited to see what they're going to do. But you can see, yeah, taking out the Hunt Master here. The Master, we're taking him out easily there. He's not too difficult to eliminate. You guys should be able to do it. The Hunter, he's dead easy. Stand still usually is the best tip I can give you guys against these if you are pushing them. As always, standing still, the NPCs struggle to hit you, and eventually you can push through this and just take them out just like that. And you get the victory, the 7 win, and you take the victory here and do some emotes with the 7. The loot's okay from here. It's good if you're playing squads, if you want to share a bunch of loot, but if you're playing solos, and this is probably not a place to go, you probably will get eliminated during them like battle situations, but squads, it could be quite handy.